All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Giving double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth to rule well. This is brother Izar out here in Midland, Texas. All right, I'm just going to be going into the scriptures, prophesying about the downfall of Babylon the Great, aka America, make America great again. All right. So prophesying the downfall of this damn devil, Esau Edom, which we know who he is. Prophesying the uprise of Jacob, which is Israel, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Salakia. So I'm gonna kick it off with Isaiah. Let me see. Isaiah chapter 1. Let me start off at verse 16. All right. Let me actually set this one apart over here. What was that? First Peter's 3. Salakia. Hebrews, First Peter's chapter 3. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 16. Wash ye, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes, cease to do evil. All right. So what is breaking the law? All right. So like I didn't bring my blue letter. All right. Forgot it in my damn vehicle. All right. But the breaking of the law or transgression is breaking of the law. All right. When you break the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, that's breaking the law. That's sin. All right, that's what sin is. So in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 16, when it says, wash ye, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. It's not saying to literally go and wash your body. All right, it's not literally saying to wash your body, you know. So this is First Peter, Salakia, chapter 3 and verse let me start off at verse 17. For it is better, if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing. All right, because when those ICBM missiles hit, all right, Jacob is gonna get hit and is gonna suffer, you know. So it's better to suffer on the righteousness side, all right, by going through trials, tribulation, but then be saved at the end, than by living this good life that Esau Edom has you living, all right, and then at the end you get destroyed. You see? So it's better to suffer now than to have the consequences later, man. It says, for the Messiah also hath once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. All right? But quickened by the Spirit. It says, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison. All right? So there might be some of us that are going to be casted into prison, man. There might be some of us that are going to be beheaded for this truth. All right? But we have to stand firmly and boldly for this truth. All right? This is Second Ezra, chapter 2. All right, if I can get it. Second Ezra, chapter 2, and let me start off at verse 8. Woe be unto thee, Asher, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, so remember what the Most High did to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. That applies to nowadays too. All right, because all that heat that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, it ain't gonna be nothing compared to what's coming. All right, it is nothing compared to what's coming, man. All right, fervent heat, like scriptures say. You know, it says, whose land lieth in clods of pitch, of heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith the Almighty Lord, Al-Ashadya. All right, the all-fearful, all-powerful, all right, the terrible power, the demon-like power, all right, the Most High. All right, so the Most High is gonna cast you into the dust, man. All right, he's gonna make you become dust. You see, when he comes back. And if you don't listen to him, if you haven't been listening to him, guess what? You're gonna be part of that number that's gonna be fuel to the fire, man. You know? So let me read that again. Whose land lieth in the clouds of pitch and heaps of ashes, even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith the Almighty Lord. All right, so the same thing that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, how they were left, that's the same thing that's going to happen to anybody that doesn't listen to this truth. Mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, coming back to your true nationality, man. It says, thus saith the Lord, all right, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, unto Esdras, tell my people, all right, and who are the Most High's people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the 12 tribes of Israel. It says, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem. All right, and what is the kingdom of heaven gonna be? New Jerusalem, man. All right, the new city of peace. All right, that's what's gonna be coming down, man. That doesn't mean when the Lord comes back it's gonna be peaceful. All right, like it says in Joel chapter 2, there's gonna be nothing but darkness, man. All right, it's gonna be a scary time when the Lord comes back, man. A scary time. All right, their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I had prepared for them. All right, now that's the new covenant. We're still not under the new covenant, man. You know, we're still not under the new covenant. We're under the blood of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right, we're under the grace period, you know, but the covenant isn't here yet. So let me actually get that in Salakia, Jeremiah Jeremiah 31 and verse 31. All right, let's see, what's this one? Okay, let me get that one. Jeremiah 31. Salakia, give me a second, Akim. Jeremiah 31 and 31. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. You see, so that's to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. The Most High said it himself. All right, let me read that again. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh. That's the Most High speaking. All right, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant I made with their fathers in that day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. All right, and like scriptures say, all right, this new deliverance is going to be much better than the deliverance that was given to us in Egypt. All right, that deliverance we received in the time of Egypt, it isn't going to be as glorious, or it's not as glorious as it will be in this deliverance. You see? So let me read that again. Jeremiah 31 and 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. That means nobody else is grafted into this truth except for the house of Israel and the house of Judah, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. All right? It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand all right, to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord, saith Yahweh. All right, so the Most High saying this, man. He's going to create a new covenant with the house of Israel, all right? The northern tribe and the northern tribes and the southern tribes, all right? Which is made up of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see? So the Most High is here for you, man, for the election, all right? Those that receive the word, those that repent, those that turn back to their power, you know? The Most High is waiting for that. The Most High is waiting for you to start calling on his name, because he has a name. His son has a name, like it says in Proverbs 30. All right. So it says, 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 10. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. All right. So his people are who? Israel. And he's going to give it to who? Israel. All right? Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. All right? The Most High is not asking for you to build, you know, a rocket out of nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me actually get this one over here. Revelation chapter 21. And Salakia, give me a second. All right, Revelation 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that walked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length as large as a breadth. And he measured the city with a reed, 12,000 furlongs, the length and the breadth at the height of it equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is of the angel. All right. So the kingdom of heaven was being measured out, and what did he find out? That it was named after the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. All right. In the north, it had, or in the north, all right. In the north, it had 3 gates. On the south, it had 3 gates. On the west, it had 3 gates. And on the east, it had 3 gates. You see? And each gate had a name written thereon, and it was of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. New Jerusalem coming down. All right? So let me go back to 2nd Ezra 2 and verse 10. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem. All right. So New Jerusalem belongs to who? To the Jews. All right. New Jerusalem doesn't belong to everybody. All right. It's written in the scriptures. New Jerusalem belongs to Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are the salt of the earth. All right. So going back, it says, which I would have given unto Israel. So the kingdom belongs to Israel. It doesn't belong to everybody. Romans chapter 9 verse 1. All right. It says, their glory also will I take unto me, and give thee the everlasting tabernacles which I had prepared for them. So the Most High already has this prepared. He already has this set up. All right. And who is it given to? Israel, man. It's given to the children of Israel. All right. It says, verse 12, they shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. All right. That's the same thing that we can read in the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 33 and verse 26. All right. It says, there is none like unto the God of Jeshurun, all right, which Jashaраwan means upright one, all right, which is the ideal way that Israel should be, upright, you know, which that's what the name Enoch also means. Enoch means upright, all right, but Israel is supposed to be following the law, statutes, and commandments. They're not supposed to be going after the way of the heathen. All right, they're not supposed to be going off and doing all these things. You see what I'm saying? And it says, the eternal power is thy refuge. So like, let me read that again. Who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and in his excellency on the sky. All right? So the excellency on the sky is talking about the so-called UFOs. All right, which you see that mostly over there in Jerusalem. All right, in Israel right now. The land Israel, not the people. All right, we were a people before we were a place. But the place Israel is always having these UFO sites. All right? Why? Because the eyes of the Most High are upon that kingdom, man. The eyes of the Most High are upon Jerusalem. You see, but more specifically upon his people. So like the brother Sha'ar today over there in the Dallas camp, he was talking about how, what was that? So like, I can't remember what exactly where it was. All right, but it says that the eyes of the Lord encampeth all around us, man. You know, which are the angels. You see? So be not afraid to beware to entertain angels unawares, man. You know? For some of us, for some of us have entertained angels unawares. You see? So all this stuff is real, man. It's real, you know? Salakia. But the Most High, all right, he ain't coming back to be friendly. He ain't coming back to, you know, be all peaceful with everybody and, hey, what's up, everybody? Shalom, shalom. That's not what the Most High or Yahweh Shai is coming back for, man. They're coming back for vengeance, for blood. All right? They're coming back for blood, you know? But it says, Israel then, the eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. You see? So Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is not coming back with peace, man. They're coming back to destroy. All right? Coming back to destroy. It says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. All right, so Israel's going to be living good in the kingdom of heaven. See what I'm saying? It says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people, saved by Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So all these people that like to mock and scoff and tell you that, nah, you guys are going off, you guys are crazy, what you guys do is foolish. Hey, guess what? The Most High chose the foolish things of the earth to confound the wise, man. And out of the foolishness of preaching comes salvation. You see what I'm saying? Out of the foolishness of preaching, the word can go out like that, and it'll enter into somebody's mind, and that'll keep them locked up. And then when the time of trouble comes, which is the martial law, and all these crazy things are going to be happening, guess what? They're going to be locked onto the Most High, man. By the foolishness of preaching, those people are going to be saved. And you too, all right? If you're part of the elect. By you going out to the highways and the hedges preaching this truth, all right? Preaching the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, and Lord willing, I'm part of that number. But by preaching the truth of the Most High, guess what? You're going to be saved, man. According to the mercy that the Most High bestows upon you. All right? So it's not all about walking around acting like you're so tough, acting like you're such a badass. Because people are proud nowadays, man. They're proud as hell. And then they want to mock and scoff, but when it comes to, they never want to step to it. You see what I'm saying? People are wicked. A bunch of people going after other men's women. That's wickedness, man. Men popping men. That's wickedness too. That's why the Most High has to come back, man. Set judgment upon this place, man. Let this place burn up. All right? So going back to the second book of Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 12, they shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. You see, so Israel's gonna be living good. You know what I'm saying? So to the brothers out there, man, you know, for whoever's tuning in and this word is stirring up your spirit and letting you realize what the truth is, you should be happy that you're in this truth. You might be going through a lot of hell, man. And I know brothers that are, man. Brothers are going through a lot of hell, you know? But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, stay strong, man. Keep fighting. Because what's a little bit of labor to eternity of rest? It ain't shit, man. It ain't shit. It is not to be compared. All right? It is not to be compared. You know? Like it is written, one day in the kingdom is better than 1,000 days, 1,000 good days here on this earth, man. One day in the kingdom, it is better than 1,000 days, 1,000 good days here in this kingdom. See what I'm saying? Yo, you know, yesterday I was working for this damn devil, all right? And I'm over here busting ass, moving big ass pumps, man. You know, hooking them up and testing them and coming back out, and I don't have a fan or anything, but everybody else that wants to be lazy as fuck has a bunch of fans and air conditioning. And I'm over here laboring in the fucking humidity. Alright, and for pushing these pumps back and forth, these heavy ass fucking pumps, from pushing them back and forth, alright, I ended up fucking up my back, you know? So today I'm doing the same thing again, and I'm like, yo, what the hell, man? I can't get no fucking rest. Because if I sit down for at least 10 minutes, I get on my phone, I'll relax, recline on my chair. Guess what? I have another 2/3 coming up to me telling me, hey man, you gotta get yourself up and start doing this, this, and this. This place isn't our rest. You can't possibly think that this place is righteous, man. You cannot possibly think that this place is righteous. America's wicked as hell. The world is wicked as hell, ruled by these elites going into Venezuela. That's why China doesn't want to do business. That's why Russia doesn't want to do business. And that's why Venezuela was left out in the streets, man. All right? That's why they have their money out in the streets. And that's what's going to come to America, come here real soon. Stocks dropped 800 points. All right? There's fears. And those fears are true. All right? Those fears are true. Because this economy will collapse. And that's a fact. So live it up while you can. Because when the Most High comes back, death and destruction, famine, all of these evil things that you could think of, the Most High is going to bring them into this place, man. And like it says in the scriptures, I create peace, I create evil. Thus saith the Most High. So that's why we're out here warning the people, letting them know, get right with the Most High. Because he ain't playing no games, man. He ain't playing no games. All right? Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 12. So like in verse 13, go and ye shall receive. All right? Go out to the highways and the byways. Go out and search for this truth. Preach to the Most High. Pray to the Most High. Fear the Most High. Like it says in Proverbs, like it says throughout the whole scripture, fearing the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, understanding. All right? Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. That's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is saying. The kingdom is already prepared for you. All you got to do is watch. Listen to the preachers. Listen to the prophets telling you what's coming. Martial law. World War III. 200 million ICBM missiles coming straight for America. Babylon the Great. for death and destruction. And you might laugh all you want, but when this truth comes, man, all of y'all gonna be crying like little bitches. Point blank, period. Straight to the point. Let me read that again. All right, because that was beautiful. Kal halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 13. Go ye and ye shall receive. All right, so go and hear this word. Hear this truth and you will receive it. Believe in the Most High. Have faith and you will receive it. All right, pray for a few days unto you, and that's what we do, man. And that's exactly what we do. We hasten the day of the Most High. We hasten the day that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai comes back and gives destruction to this place. All right, it says that they may be shortened. You see, and unless they're shortened, nobody would survive, man. All right, unless they be shortened, nobody would survive. So when we're in that time of trouble, guess what? We are going to be praying 10 times harder for the days to be shortened, man. All right? Because according to statistics that this damn devil put out, all right, within 30 years, the minorities, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, the minorities are going to be making an income, a total amount of income of zero. Guess why? Because the middle class is just an illusion. So all of you that live deliciously, all right, in the middle class, it's just an illusion, man. When the Most High comes back, all right, well, before the Most High comes back, all right, the elite are going to diminish that middle class, and it's going to be either upper class or lower class. There's no in between, all right? I forgot what movie that was. There was a movie, all right, where the people living outside of the gates, outside of the cities, all right, they were living in poverty. Nobody was living good, man. Everybody was living in poverty. All right, but inside the gates, everybody was having fancy ass dinners, all right, having a good time, listening to classical music. All right. That's how it's gonna be, man. This damn devil doesn't give a shit about you. All right? You might be at the highest position in whatever fucking building this place has, man. You might be at the highest position. Guess what? You're still gonna see destruction. Ain't nothing gonna save you in that day, man. Nothing. You know? So that's what we stand for, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because we know if we stand with the Most High, who stands against us? Who stands against us if we stand with the Most High, man? All right, so moving on to verse 14. Take, Salakia, let me read that again. Go ye and shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. All right, the kingdom's already prepared, man. You know what I'm saying? By the time that, you know, I'm pretty sure it was like that, I wouldn't doubt the Most High having that type of power, man. Because he has all the power. All right? I wouldn't doubt it by the time that we woke up, that Yahweh Shai already had the kingdom set up for us. He had been laboring every single day. All right? He went unto the Father's house to prepare mansions for us. Working on new bodies to give us. Glorified bodies. You see what I'm saying? Working on new planets. Hey, man, the brother Yabatazar is gonna love this planet. The brother Sha'ar is gonna love this planet. The brother Tahar is gonna love this planet. You see? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has everything set up already, man. All we're waiting for the Most High to say, go. When the people fulfill the wickedness, all right? The wickedness, when the people fulfill the wickedness, the Most High Yahweh is gonna go. And Yahweh Shai is gonna jump up and he's gonna go down to it, man. He's gonna go down to it and he's gonna come back, crack them clouds. Everybody's gonna bug the fuck out. But the men of the Lord are gonna have peace of mind, stability, all right? That's what the men of the Lord are gonna have. Peace of mind and stability. Why? Because they have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna have in their mind. While everybody else is getting scared because of the economic collapse, all right? Because of this RFID chip being presented, because they don't have enough food. When the food goes up, hyperinflation, when the food and all these merchandises go up in money, but the money is worthless, guess what? Everybody's gonna bug the hell out, man. Everybody's gonna start bugging the hell out. Getting crazy. All right? It says that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch what? The prophecies. Prophecies unfolding, man. Listen to the prophets. Listen to the preachers. To be a preacher means to be a prophet. So your preacher that preaches about peace, love, prosperity, love one another, that ain't a preacher. All right? That ain't a comforter. Because this truth comes out raw. That's what this truth is all about. This truth ain't about peace, love, and prosperity. This truth is about get right or get destroyed. Straight up. That's what it is. All right? The Most High don't play no games. So let me go back to that. Now verse 14. Take heaven and earth to witness, for I have broken the evil in pieces and created the good. For I live, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Most High lives. He is. He exists. He is to be. That's what his name means. Yahweh. All right? So when he said, I am that I am, that doesn't mean we should call on that name. That's what he said about himself. Because you have to understand the context of Hebrew. First, second, and third person. All right? Yahweh is what we call him. All right? That's what we call the Most High. Because he is. He exists. He is to be. But when he said it, he said, I am. All right? So his name is not I am. His name is he is. You see? So it says, mother, verse 15, embrace thy children and bring them up with gladness. All right? So who is our mother? Who is our father? All right? Our mother is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see? Our father is the Most High Yahweh. It says, make their feet as fast as a pillar, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahweh. All right? So to the brothers that are laboring in this truth, day in, day out, week out, laboring in this truth, studying the scriptures, from the Old Testament through the Apocrypha, through the New Testament, preaching and teaching, understanding prophecies, understanding truth. All right? The Most High is going to take care of you, man. The Most High is going to take care of you. You know? It says, you know, whenever I come downtown, man, you hardly see any Jakes, man. Hardly ever do you see any Jakes. All right? Because around this time, Jake is either laboring or trying to rest to labor tomorrow. You know? Most of the times it's just Edomites over here walking up and down, going and living deliciously. And they should. This is their kingdom. All right? This is the kingdom of Esau Edom. So he should live it up. All right? Because when Jacob starts, they're all going into slavery that have been chosen to go into slavery. The ones that weren't chosen to go into slavery are going to see damnation, death, and destruction, man. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? So verse 16, and those that be dead will I rise up again from their places. And guess what? The prophets are coming back, man. The prophets are coming back to prophesy the downfall of Esau Edom. The prophets are coming back with more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding than what their past lives they had. All right? King David said, I have become, what does it say? It was Psalms 119 and like 103 or something like that. Salakia. It's getting windy out here. You know? Let me see if I can get that real quick. But it says I have become not smarter. One. It's right here. All right. It says Psalms 119 and 99. It's like it starts over here. It says, I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. And the testimonies of who? Elijah, Ezra, all right? Moses, Abraham, you know? Yahushua, the apostles. Those are all testimonies, man. Of what? Of this truth, the truth of the Most High. You see? So we have become of more understanding than all our teachers. For thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients because I kept thy precepts. You see, because we keep the precepts of the Most High, we understand. And what does Isaiah 29 and verse 9 say? Or verse 8, all right? It says, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he teach doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak unto his people. All right? So the Most High, all right, the Most High has everything set up already, man. The election is already elected. And whenever they're born because the Most High chose them to be born in that time. All right? Because he created everything beautiful in its own time, man. You know? So the downfall of this kingdom is beautiful in its own time. Like the downfall of Babylon the Great, all right? Or Babylon was beautiful when it fell. The Assyrian captivity was beautiful when it happened. All right? Why? Because all these things cause stumbling blocks upon other Israelite camps. Stumbling blocks amongst other Israelites when they don't understand the scriptures. And like the Lord said, ye do err not knowing the scriptures. You see? That's why the doctrine of the great millstone is the right doctrine. Because we teach about prophecies. All right? Tell one of your preachers, your pastors, to break down Daniel chapter 8. He won't understand what the hell's going on. Tell him to break down Revelation chapter 1, Revelation chapter 18. What is Babylon the Great? They won't know. All they'll teach you is, no, you're good. You just got to pay a little bit of money. All right? And that's not how this truth is, man. This truth is about warning our people. All right? So let me keep reading. It says, verse 16, and those that be dead will I rise up again from their places and bring them out of the graves, for I will know, all right, for I have known my name in Israel. See, so the Most High allowed Israel to know his name. Oh, well, how do you know that's the true name of the Most High? What if his name is something else? All right? Based upon faith, man. It's based upon faith. All right, what is that? The book of Psalms. Salakia. 50, 60. It's Psalms 40. All right, the one I'm trying to get is Psalms 44. Psalms 50. Psalms 30. Damn wind. All right, Psalms 35. Psalms 44. Nope. Went way ahead. And verse. Let me see. Where should I start off? whole chapter is good, man. Really, the whole Bible's good. You know, but this is a song. I'll just jump down. You know, I'm gonna read a little bit from the beginning and then I'll jump down. This is Psalms 44 and verse 1. We have heard with our ears. He that has an ear, let him hear. We have heard with our ears, O power. Our fathers have told us through what? Through the book, what work thou didst in their days, and in the time of old. All right, so the Most High was working from the time of Adam all the way up until now. And all of that is recorded over here, man. So this is what we believe in. Our fathers have told us through these precepts, all right? Through these scriptures, we have learned and understand the past. The time of the Maccabees, there's rich history there. Time of the Judges, all right? The time that Israel became Israel. You see what I'm saying? Who was the Egyptian king, all right, that is not named in the earth? You know, who is that Egyptian king? Or what did Joseph name himself as an Egyptian king, and what did they put him under? People are like, oh, well, it might be Aminadab, and it might be this, and it might be that. All right? But when you look up Yaquab Har, all right, which is a pharaoh around the same time that Joseph would have been around, all right, and his name stands for Jacob's mountain, the mountain of Jacob, all right? The mountain of Jacob, that's what it stands for, man. You know, and that's something people don't know. People are, oh, there's no proof that Jacob was a pharaoh. All right, but Yaquab Har is around the same time as Jacob. I mean, it could be, it could not be. Maybe somebody that followed after him wanted to be like him. Who knows? All right, who knows for a surety, but we have faith. And that's what really matters. All right, having that faith. But faith brings what? Works. Faith is gonna bring works every single time. If it's good faith, it's good works, man. You know? That's just how the Most High works. So it says, how thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hands, and plantest them, how thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. All right, so he afflicted the heathens, he afflicted the wicked people, all right, he pushed them out, and guess what? Did the same thing with Israel. Israel was being wicked, he kicked them out, all right? Point blank period. We went off, the Most High cast us out. All right, like it says in the book of Isaiah 47, I was wroth with my people, all right? I polluted my inheritance. You see? Because he was angry with us. Every single one of us went against the Most High, man. All right? That's why the northern kingdom went into the Assyrian captivity. That's why the southern kingdom went into the Babylonian captivity. Because our people went off. And then from the Assyrian captivity, the northern kingdom was like, okay, well, you know, let's go somewhere so we can actually keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Somewhere nobody has ever been, let's get a fresh start. And everybody was like, you know what, that sounds good. So they were led. They were led out of Assyria, all right, into a land where never mankind dwelt, all right? 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40, I believe. On down, all right? In that land where never mankind dwelt. Why else would you call it Native Americans? Because they're native to this land. They were first in this land. This was their inheritance. That's why they're natives. All right? That goes the same thing for the so-called Latinos. They were native. All right? But they make up the 10 tribes of Israel, not including Dan. All right? Because Dan is through the Spirit with the rest of the nations. Or not with the rest of the nations, but with the rest of the tribes of Israel. All right? But it says, verse 3, for they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand and thine arm, and the light of thy countenance, because thou hast favor unto them. All right? So if the Most High led the Israelites out of Egypt, saved the Israelites out of all the nations, chose the Israelites from all the nations, and the Most High never changes his mind, why is everybody saved now? That's not true. That's not what Scripture says. When you look into what the kingdom is, it says the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? So that's who we're waking up. The Israelites. Jacob. All right? Like I said, I see nothing but, mainly a bunch of Edomites here. But hey, that might be something that we need to do too, man. Well, not might be. It is something. It is something that we have to do. But it says, "Thou art my king, O power, command deliverances for Jacob." You see? Straight to the point. Command deliverances for Jacob. Did it say any other? All right. Did King David say any other nation? All right. Did one of King David's friends say any other nation? Did King Solomon say any other nation? Did Yahushua say any other nation? Did the apostles? Did the Most High? No. It's always been about Israel, man. Always. They're the salt of the earth. All right. It says, "Through thee will we push down our enemies." Who? Our enemies, the Israelites' enemies. "Through thy name will we tread them under the rise up against us." All right. Through the name of the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham, in the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right. That's how we're gonna cast down strongholds, man. You see? Through his name, through the foolishness of preaching, the Most High is gonna cast judgments to every single place. You see what I'm saying? So it says, "For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me." All right? So it's not about what we want. It's not about how we want deliverance. It's not about how strong we are. All right? But how the Most High will save us. Not through my sword. All right? Not through my sword, but through the word of the Most High. You see? That's how we get deliverance. It says, "For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me." All right? "But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us." All right? And who is the one that hates us the most? Esau, Edom. All these nations hate Israel, but Esau, Edom just went way too overboard, man. All right? And that's why he's going to be cut off forever, man. All the other nations, they're still going to have some type of, what's that word? I don't want to say kingdom, all right? But they're going to have some type of servitude, all right? But to these Edomites, these wicked ass people, all right, they're not going to have any type of anything, man. The only thing they're going to inherit is being cut off forever, all right? Being cut off forever, man. Esau, Edom, all right? Why do you think? That's another thing, man. All right, if women were such a high power, why is every nation named under a man? Lot had 2 children, all right? Lot had 2 children through his 2 daughters. Was Ammon and Moab, the Ammonites, the Moabites, are they named after their mom? No. What about Jacob? Jacob, Rachel, Leah, Bilhah, Zilpah. Are the 12 tribes named under them? Nope. Oh, what about Edom? Esau. Are his children named after the women that he married? Nope. Named after who? The man. Named after the man. And that's why in Isaiah chapter 4, all right, when it says, "In that day shall 7 women cleave unto one man," all right, and they're going to say, "Just let us be called by thy name." Why? Because the Israelites in that time are going to be more precious than gold, more precious than silver. All right? And being called by thy name is being called by the seed line. You see? Which the male carries the seed. The female doesn't carry seed. It carries the seed of the male. All right? That's true. But do they produce seed? No. All right? They conceive seed that's brought to them by a male. You see? So all that BS about women you have to be a child of a female Israelite and a male Israelite to be an Israelite. You can't possibly say that when you see the book of Ruth being an Ammonite. All right? And then Solomon and his concubines. And then he had a king, all right? He had a son that ruled over Judah. And he was the son of a heathen woman. You see? But all that stuff, all those little details, people like to ignore and say, no. Let's forget about that. All right, let's forget about that. This is what I'm talking about. All right, same thing that dude did with Elder Tahar. I just want to talk for 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. But they had been talking for like 20, 25, 30 minutes. And all he said was the same question. Okay, but what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? What then? All right, there's no way we're wrong, man. There is no possible way that we are wrong unless the Most High put a great delusion in our minds that we cannot perceive the truth. All right, but like Job said, if I be wicked, why labor I in vain? Those are words that Job said, man. And Job was an Israelite. All right, people like to look at the book of Job, and just because it's close to the beginning, they're like, we don't know when it is. But when you pay attention to the things that Job went through, Job would offer incense, or not incense, but burnt offerings. All right, Job will keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, during his time of trouble, what saved him? What delivered Job? His faith. All right, his faith he had in the Most High. Why? Because the Most High keeps our minds level when all shit goes south. All right, that's why wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. That applies to all the time. All right, that applies to every single, kingdom that we've ever been in. All hell that we've ever caught. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Most specifically, the time of trouble. All right, Jacob's trouble. But what I'm trying to put out there is that this word has always kept the true righteous, all right, sincere Israelites following after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It has always kept them in that mindset. The Most High got me. All right, no matter what happens in this earth, no matter how many people come against you, the Most High got you, man. All right, so to the brothers out there that are going through some hard shit, hey, the Most High got you, man. What you worried about? I understand sometimes the flesh gets you, and it starts dragging you down. But don't let it drag you down for too long, man, because the Most High is always there for his people. He's always been. So how much more when we need him? Hey, Yahweh Shai said, all right, anything you ask of the Father in his name, he's going to give it to you. But before you even ask, the Most High already knows what you need. All right? So he could have had it prepared for 1,000 years for that one day that you asked for it. The Most High says, there you go. I had it ready for when you needed it. And that's what I used to like, man. When I have friends in the world, all right, and say we would go somewhere, man. We would go somewhere to eat, all right, and you reach back to your pocket and you're like, oh, fuck. You're like, God damn, I forgot my stupid ass wallet, man. All right, and you go up to pay and you're like, yo, what the? It's already paid by who? And your buddy next to you is like, I already got you, brother. I already got you, man. That's a beautiful feeling, man. It's a beautiful feeling. How much more the Father of Spirits to look down at you out of the 7.5 billion people, to look down at one of the 144,000 all right, and say, I already got you. I got you. You got your body. You got your kingdom. You got your planets. You got your women. All right? That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be an Israelite, man. But just because you know you're an Israelite does not mean all is done. All right? To be an Israelite means to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And like it says in the New Testament, those things aren't done away with. All right? The law, statutes, and commandments are not done away with, man. Law, statutes, and commandments are not done away with. All right? You want to hear this truth, you come over here, you listen to this truth. We're not about going out and being friendly and being buddy-buddy and, oh, God bless you, man. No. All right? All right? You think Yahweh Shai listen to that type of stuff? All right? Reading the scripture, you think people that pass by, hey, shalom, brother. Yahweh Shai looked at him like, God damn, man, if you really cared about what I'm doing, you would come over here and you would listen to this truth. Oh, I got somewhere to be, man. I got somewhere to be. Guess what? So do I. I got work to do too. But this is what really matters. Going out to the highways and the hedges and preaching this truth. It ain't about, oh, I'm so tough. I'm such a tough guy. Look at me. That's not what this truth is about. And that's not what the Most High is about, man. All right? Because when the Most High comes back, even the toughest of the tough is going to cry like a little girl. Thus saith the scriptures. And guess what? The Most High is going to laugh at them, man. You know, so like it. Let me get back to the scriptures. All right? So this is Psalms 44, and I'm going to bring it down to verse 20. If we have forgotten the name of our power, or stretch out our hands to strange God, all right? And who are we stretching out our names? To that damn painting, Cesar Borgia, all right? To those damn paintings that, what's his name? Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, all these people started painting in the Renaissance period from the 1300s to the 1600s, all right? That picture of so-called Jesus Christ, that's not what he looked like. That's not scriptural. Because in the scripture it says that the Lord has skin like bronze. So what does that mean? Yeah, brown skin. All right? Bronze is brown. Just in case you didn't know. People are like, oh, but polished brass looks white to me. It looks pale to me. No, the hell it does not. All right? If you want to deceive yourself, then go ahead and fucking deceive yourself. But don't try and deceive everybody else, man. All right? Just like IUIC. All right? They deceive themselves and they're trying to deceive everybody else. Oh, you can have sex in the Sabbath day. No, the hell you can't. All right? I remember there was one day during the Sabbath, all right? And I was just chilling back, you know, I was playing a little bit. The next thing I knew, it was dark outside. I was like, oh shit, turn that shit off, man. Turn that shit off. And I'm gonna start, you know, I went off and I started reading. And I felt that. Nobody had to tell me, yo, you can't play video games during the Sabbath. You can't do this during the Sabbath. No, man, some things you feel and you know what's good and what's bad, all right? So if the scripture says, no pleasurable things of your own should you do, keeping the Sabbath day holy, all right, then you should know that if you lay with a woman, you defile and you're unclean, all right, until the evening. You see? So is the Most High gonna be like, look at that, he's doing my work? No. All right? That's just completely off, man. That's like one of the elders said, you know, you shouldn't even be, we shouldn't even have to have made videos like this, all right? But for people like me, I didn't know at one point, you know? At one point, I didn't know. So that's why he said for what's that word? For, man, slipped out of my mouth again. Shit. What is that word I'm looking for, man? To edify, Salakia. For edification's purposes, the elders have been making those videos, and they're very, very edifying, man. Very edifying. Reassuring. All right? And that's how we get our faith, by going through the scriptures. Man, is it true? That was one thing. Is it true Edomites are not going to be saved? But what if there's some good Edomites, man? I was being carnal as hell, you know? Not knowing that those people that look like Edomites, that are actually good people and understand this truth, are not Edomites, they're Israelites. You know? They may look like another nation, they may look like a Gentile, all right? But they're not a Jew outwardly in appearance, but a Jew inwardly. Because the Spirit testifieth, beareth witness with our spirit and with the Holy Spirit that they are the children of the Most High, which is who? Israel. All right. So it says, let me read that again. Psalms 44 and 20. If we have forgotten the name of our power, and who was our power? The Most High Yahweh. All right. It says, or stretch out our hands to a strange power. All right. Which was who? Those paintings. All right. These pictures they like to paint for you to worship. A lot of Israelites going to become Muslim, you know, and then preaching other doctrines, all these other things, man. All right, the Most High knows all of this, man. You see, it says, shall not the Most High search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. You see, so the Most High knew that our people were going off. The Most High knew that it was time to wake up. And guess what he did? He started waking us up, man. It says, yeah, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. All right, that's also in the book of Jeremiah. All right. What does it say? Put them aside as sheep for the slaughter. You know? Because when the Lord comes back, it's going to be slaughter, man. It's going to be slaughter when the Lord comes back. You see? But also, before the Lord comes back, they're going to be slaughtering the men of the Lord. It says, awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise, cast us not off forever. So who's it talking about? Israel. Don't cast us off forever, man. All right, that's what we're praying to the Most High. Please don't cast us away. If you're brought into this truth, pray every single day, man. As much as you can, as often as you can. For the Most High not to cast you away and deem you unworthy. Because that's a terrible thing. All right, for the Most High to strip all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from off your mind. That Alzheimer's shit, the Most High creates that, man. The Most High puts that into you. You see? He can choose whether you get it or not. He can choose whether you get hit by a truck or not. Like I said earlier, the Most High creates evil and he creates good. He creates peace, he creates war. Everything is in the hands and the power of the Most High, the all-powerful Yahweh. All right? So going back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, and verse 17, fear not thou, mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith the Most High. For thy help I will send my servants, Isaiah and Jeremiah, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for thee 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. All right, and that's talking about the children of Israel. Oh, Salakia. That's talking about the children of Israel, man. And the fruits are this word. All right. And as for the fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. Now that's not talking about the literal homeless, all right? It's not talking about the literal homeless, but it's talking about the Israelites. We're the broken in spirit, man. We're the poor in spirit, all right? We are Lazarus, you see? And this rich man that's living in his kingdom, he's gonna come down eventually looking up at us, all right? Seeing how we're gonna be living glorious. You see? He's gonna be in bondage. All right? But that was it on that, I believe. So let me jump down to verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people whom I would not number, and they all praised Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai with songs. All right? Now who is that? That's the great multitude. Israelites. All right? 144,000 elect men in the great multitude of Israelites. All right? Because this whole chapter has been about Israel taking over the heathen. All right? So let me actually get that in Revelation 7 and 9. Revelation chapter 7, Salakia, chapter 7 and verse 9, and it reads, Salakia. It says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations. Why? Because we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, the book of Maccabees, the book of Ezra's. All right, throughout the whole gospel, we've been scattered over and over and over and over. All right, even when Apostle Paul was going around, and he picked out Priscilla and Aquila and Priscilla. All right, when he picked them out, they were foreign Israelites from other places, man. They were living in other lands, all right, and they were Israelites, they were Jews. You see? So we've always been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. You see a lot of Israelites in Africa, all right? There's quite a bit over there, you know? You see Israelites over there in England, you know, attaching themselves to Chelsea, all right, saying, oh, I go for Chelsea, the soccer team. You see Paul Pogba, that's an Israelite. Mbappe over there in France, that's an Israelite. Mo Salah, all right, he's from Egypt, he's an Israelite. Lionel Messi, he's from Argentina, he's an Israelite.
Hey, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, how you doing, brother?
How's it going? You know? So our people are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. So-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. You're all the children of the Most High, Israelites. Why do you think you can sing like you can sing? Why do you think you can dance like you can dance? No other nation can do it like you can. Why? Because you are the salt of the earth. Thus saith the scriptures. You are the salt of the earth, man, plain and simple. All right, salvation ain't for everyone.
Well, that was
So going back to Revelations chapter 7 and verse 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds, and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. All right? And those are actually Israelites. You know? Because never is it written that all heathen, right, that heathen are going to be saved. They're going to go into captivity. They're not going to be saved. All right? So going back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 42, I, Ezra, saw upon the mountain Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Most High with songs. In the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. Now who is that? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right? The Lord and Savior. You know? So while we're receiving crowns of glory, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. All right, while we're receiving crowns of glory, guess who's actually being glorified that much more? The Lord. The Lord is being glorified that much more because he's the one crowning his election. All right? It says, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. All right, so Ezra is looking at this man like, yo, who is this man crowning these kings of the earth, these judges of the earth? All right, it says, so I asked the angel and said, sir, what are these? Verse 45, he answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing. All right, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing, all right, the ways of this life, all right, getting carried away by the way of the flesh, saying that you can have sex on the Sabbath, all right. These are they that have put away the mortal clothing, all right, going after the ways of the flesh. These are they, the ones that got saved, all right. He said, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, all right, now are they crowned and receive palms. So guess what? If you're part of the elect, you're already chosen. You already won. We got to go through it. We got to have faith. We got to put on as the elect of the Most High. All right? That's what Colossians chapter 3 verse 12 says. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High. And who does that pertain to? Who does salvation pertain to? Is it everybody? All right? Can everybody be saved? Hell no. All right? Who established wickedness in this kingdom? Who put the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into slavery? All right? Who created these weapons of mass destruction? Who did what they did in Nagasaki, Hiroshima? Who is this man? All right? If it's not him, then who? Where and who is he? Because I don't see him ruling over the world if it's not him. All right? It ain't no damn Arabs, man. All right? It says, verse 47, so he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High. So who is the Son of the Most High? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right? The Messiah, Yahweh Shai. It says, whom they have confessed in the world. All right? So get this truth while you can, man. Because right now is when we're supposed to do it. Confess the names right now while you can. Because there is a time that's coming. And you won't be able to do so, man. All right? So death and destruction is coming, man. Death and destruction is coming, you know. It says, greatly to commend them, Salakia, the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right, so we got to stand stiffly for the name of the Most High, man, and his son Yahweh Shai, which is written throughout the scriptures, man. You know? It says, then the angel said unto me, go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. All right? And that's what we're doing, going out to the highways and the hedges throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching this truth and sincerity. All right? To the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. All right? That's who salvation pertains to, man. That's why we go out every single week. That's why we put up so many videos to edify, to bring in the people, because we're praying that the Most High brings more laborers to this truth, man, because we want this kingdom out. All right? We want this kingdom done, like it says in Revelations 18. We want this place out of here, man. We want Ezekiel 37 to be fully to be fulfilled. We want the rising of our nation to come. You know? But it's all written already, brothers. It's already written. All right? Those that stood firmly for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ezra already saw them being crowned with crowns. All right? Ezra already saw it. So all that's left is for us to pull out the truth, man. All right? Leave off the flesh. Leave off the flesh, man. Going after the ways of the world, that ain't gonna get you saved. All right? That is not gonna get you saved. And you can mock and scoff all you want. We don't give a shit, man. We just want this place to burn up, man. We just want this place to go down to the ground. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna end it with this one. Isaiah chapter 47. And verse 1. All right? And it reads, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. Because America's gonna be destroyed, man. America will be destroyed. All right? It says, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Same thing that you read in Revelations 18. Alas, alas, that great city Babylon. For in 1 hour her destruction has come. I think that one's in Revelation 17, if I'm not mistaken. All right? But the Most High is casting this place down, man. You know? So why dwell in the world and see destruction when you can dwell in the kingdom of the Most High and see nothing but peace and prosperity? That's what you're going to see, that peace and prosperity. All right? You know, so to the brothers out there laboring in this truth, man, stay strong and keep pushing this word. We're almost out, man. We're almost out. If you have an eye to see spiritual things, you can see that this place is going down real quick. All right? We don't have too much time left. All right? Throughout the great kingdoms, people have been set up to preach this truth, being a spectacle amongst the people. So for that Israelite that heard these words, hey, I hope that word stays in you, man. And I hope it makes fruit grow. All right? Because in 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed, man. And there ain't nothing that we can do about it but praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So with that, Akim, I want to say shalom. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes, to the election out there, pushing this word out in sincerity and in truth. So with all that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Give me double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth to rule well. Shalom, Akim, Abba, and Kwame Asherallah. Shalom.